We good. Let me see something. My shit tweaking a little bit, y'all. My apologies. My shit tweaking a little bit, y'all. My apologies. It's because my battery dying right now. My battery's really low, and I'm letting it charge. So when the battery's dying, it's hard for the camera to keep up, and all that good stuff. So until this battery gets back up to par, we're going to have a brief intermission. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose this relationship, but I got to stay strong. I got to move on. I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I take you back. I'll take you back. Can y'all hear me? Marissa, please don't curse me out. I don't got cursed out too many times today, Marissa. Please don't add to the mess. Hold on, y'all. And I don't want to lose this relationship. So we got to stay strong. Don't want to move on. I know you're sick and tired of the fussing and the fighting and the cussing. But I love you. You love me too. I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I take you back. You take me back. Can y'all hear me? Nigga said, this nigga on here serenading us. Yo, I was just wait. I didn't even know if y'all could hear me for real, bro. This fucking audio tweaking, but I can see myself, moving up the speed now. So we good. Yo, shout out to the nation, shout out to the mob. We in the building, man. Salute, salute, salute. I couldn't do my regular intro. So let's get it started, man. What's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. Hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're going to be speaking about Boots Ennis and Josh Kelly in advanced negotiations. Definitely going to get into the little details of that and what's available to us publicly at this very moment. We're going to be speaking about what's next for Teofimo Lopez, because everybody is jumping out the woodworks and calling this man out for a fight, whether it's Arnold Barbosa, who's rumored to be in a fight soon with Oscar Duarte. We see Jack Catterall calling him out on Inside the Ring. We're hearing Brian Norman saying that he wants the smoke as well. What is next for Teofimo Lopez? We're going to get into that. Then, of course, we're going to get into some open boxing topics. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into that, if y'all could please hit the like button on the way in. That'd be very much appreciated. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob. We in the motherfucking building. Shout out to the boy Z in the building. He said, Mazuma Nation. I know that's right, brother. Salute, salute, salute. My boy Josue Hernandez in the building. He said, yo, what's good, Mazuma? What's going on, brother? Talk to me, man. Marissa Alvarez. Thank you for not cursing me out, little sis. I appreciate that. J Cash, what up? Lorenzo and the motherfucking Benzo, what up? Tricks, what up? He said the audio was good. I appreciate you. I think I already shouted out. Did I shout out Agent 86? No, I didn't. Salute my boy Agent 86, man. You know what I'm saying? I already shouted out Z. I already shouted out Josue. Who else? Chris Maldonado. He said, what did I just walk into? I was testing the microphone, brother. And I don't want to lose this relationship. So I got to stay strong. Yeah. Salute. This nigga Ralph said, this nigga Mark doing a concert. What I walk into? Salute. They said Mark opened up for Boys to Men back in 1999. That's fucking hilarious because in 99, I was a year old. It's like, that's funny as shit. Shout out to my boy Lorenzo. What's going on? Chris Brown Jr. on YSL Sports Media, they call me Chris Indigo. So I think that's pretty interesting. But what's going on, man? And then, of course, my biggest hater, the wifey, Millennia Rosa, says, shut up. God damn. Man, does that sound like a wife to y'all? I don't know. Do that sound like a wife to y'all? I don't know, man. I don't think I should be feeling this way. But nah, shout out to the wifey. I love you, baby. Let's get into these topics, man. They said, why indigo though? I don't know. That's just the color they chose, brother. I can't tell you why. You know, they call me Chris Indigo, but that is one of the most funniest comments that I've seen. You know, I remember the funniest comment of all time to me. I was a young boy. I probably was like 18 years old. I posted this video of just me talking boxing. That's like when I was like in and out with the boxing talk and shit like that. And during the course of my video, I had actually burped, right? And I just it really wasn't a big deal to me. So I just burped and I just kept, but it wasn't like a loud John. It was like the John that you just burping under your breath and shit, but you can still hear it. And the bull in the comments is like, did this nigga just burp? He said, did this nigga just burp? He said, oh, cheesesteak breath ass nigga, bro. I start cracking the fuck up, bro. I'll never forget how funny that shit was. At the time, that shit had me rolling. But there was a lot of funny comments on here. Justin Jackson definitely in the Hall of Fame for, live chat comments for sure. But anyways, we got some things that we need to discuss, man. You know what I mean? We got to be talking about one of the fighters that has a lot of momentum as of right now, Jaron Boots Ennis, who is currently the unified champion at 154 pounds. There's been some rumors out there that, he is getting closer and closer to locking in a fight with Josh Kelly, who's under the same promotional banner as Jaron Ennis. And you know what I'm saying? It's a fight that they've been trying to make happen for a little while now. Josh Kelly, I guess he just wanted to get one title defense in. He had agreed to terms of fighting Boots Ennis when he initially signed with Matchroom Boxing. And it looks like it's all coming together. So let me go ahead and share the screen for the people to see. And so we can just speak about this topic really quick, man. There's not really much to speak about outside of that. So let's speak on it. The boy. Shout out to Ring Magazine. He said Jaron Boots Ennis and Josh Kelly are in advanced negotiations for a 3-belt junior middleweight unification fight. The bout is reportedly targeted for the East Coast of the USA in either November or December. Now, that's great news for Jaron Ennis, man. Shout out to him for being a man of his word and trying to get every belt possible in one of the most action-packed divisions in the sport of boxing. I've seen a lot of people criticizing Jaron Ennis, but at the end of the day, man, listen, bro, you're not going to satisfy everybody. These dudes already don't like you as it is, so they just nitpicking and just trying to find a way to downplay the historical shit that he's doing. But at the end of the day, belts do matter. Unification fights do matter. And I feel like as boxing fans, I don't think there's anything to really complain about, man. Like when it comes to unification fights, it don't really get much better than that because all we're doing is just seeing champions fight other champions. That's what we should want in the sport of boxing, regardless of whether you feel like one champion isn't on another champion's level and shit like that, man. Unification fights are great for the sport of boxing. And the closer that we get to one champion in a division, the better. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm happy that Jaron Ennis is taking this fight with Josh Kelly. Shout out to Josh Kelly for taking the chance. You know what I'm saying? They're in advanced negotiations. Hopefully everything goes well and, they're able to agree to terms so we could go ahead and get these contract signed, and depending on the location, your boy Mazuma TV might be in the building once again. You know what I'm saying? When I hear East Coast, of course, I'm thinking about Philadelphia. I don't know if Josh Kelly is really going to be okay with fighting Jaron Ennis in Philadelphia, um, just due to politics and shit like that. Maybe he feels like he won't get a fair shake over here. Yeah, I mean, Atlantic City. Boots fought at Atlantic City before and did $1 million gate when he fought Stanionis. Of course, New York is an option. He just sold out the Barclays with Xander Zayas. I heard somebody bring up the idea of the fight happening in DC. That's not that bad of an idea either. DC is not too far from Philadelphia, so I could definitely take the trip down there and go watch that fight for sure. And I was also here in Atlanta. That was an area that Boots Ennis was looking at as well. That is a lot more further out than the other locations that I mentioned. But anything's possible. I might actually take that trip down there. I heard Atlanta is a fucking fun place to be. It's a beautiful place to be. They call it Black Hollywood, and I would love to be amongst the fabulous people that happen to be in Atlanta, Georgia. You feel what I'm saying? Not the LGBT motherfuckers, but what I'm saying, just the people. You feel what I'm saying? Let's not go down that lane. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing Josh Kelly and Jaron Ennis happening. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of great fights that could be made in the 154-pound division. Of course, you got Sebastian Fundora, who's around here, but he's fighting in September, facing his supposed WBC mandatory. Um, yeah, age 86 laughing and shit. No, I heard Atlanta got a lot of LGBT motherfuckers in the building, man. So we gotta make sure when I'm saying the fabulous people that y'all not thinking about the people that, you know what I mean, fuck with the butt babies. You feel me? I ain't on all of that. But I could appreciate Atlanta for being a lit city, man, and I think that that'll be a great city for Boots to fight in to really build his profile. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be mad at that location at all. Shit, if it happens in Florida or whatever the case is, that'd be lit too, man. Why not? I mean, I do think that Boots needs to branch out and just build his profile in different areas, man. So, Boots is obviously a black fighter. He has a huge following. The black boxing fan really supports Boots Ennis for the most part. So why not go to black cities and really get your name out there? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a smart move for Jaron Ennis. He already proved that he could fight. That he could sell in Philadelphia, and around the Philadelphia area, New York, Jersey, shit like that. So why not take it a little bit further and go a little bit further down the East Coast and show the people what you could do down there. And if you're able to sell out in Atlanta, then Boots may be that cash cow that we've been looking for to replace, the Floyd Mayweathers and the Canelo Alvarez's of the world. You see what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis is on a great track to go ahead and do that, but with his legal troubles, his inability to fight top tier opposition, and his inconsistencies just being in the ring, he's falling off a little bit. So Clarissa Shields doing her thing too. Shout out to Clarissa. She's selling out in a lot of different places that she's going to, especially in Detroit, Atlanta, and shit like that. So that's cool. But, in terms of men's boxing, if Boots is able to sell out in Atlanta, then that'll let you know that Boots is becoming an absolute superstar in the sport of boxing. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this fight gets made. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'll be rooting for Jaron Ennis. I think that Jaron Ennis stops Josh Kelly, within 5 to 6 rounds. That's just my opinion. I see Josh Kelly being on his bicycle, trying to hit Boots with some counters and shit like that. But Boots' speed, his accuracy, his punching power, his ability to, get people up out of there after he hurts them. I think that it'll be only a matter of time before Josh Kelly gets hit with some hot shit. He doesn't respond well, and I think he ends up getting stopped by, under the with the referees, trained eye. I think that the referee will stop the fight after, Josh Kelly gets hit with a series of big shots. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to seeing this fight happen, man. Hopefully nothing gets in the way of this fight being solidified. The more belts Jaron Ennis gets, the bigger the star that he'll be, a bigger name that he'll be in the division. And then if we could get him versus Sebastian Fundora, in the middle of 2027, then we definitely got something cooking up, and that's a great fucking fight to make for the sport of boxing. It seems like Samson Lucas is on board with making that fight happen, and Cinco de Mayo weekend in 2027. Seems like Sebastian Fundora is all of a sudden with the shits. I'm a little bit shaky about Fundora and this team because one moment they saying that these guys got to come over to PBC. Now PBC is with the Zone, but at that time they were saying that, and Fundora was acting like he wasn't interested in any of the belts, that he didn't really care about unifications or becoming undisputed. But now he came out, in a recent interview and said that he wants all the belts. So it's like I don't know. He's a little bit all over the place, to be honest with me. To be honest with you. But we'll see. You know what I mean? But Boots versus Josh Kelly is definitely a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Guess how I'm going, man. Let me see. Hold on, my boy YSM wants the link, so I'm gonna go ahead and send that over to him. Go send that to him real quick. All right. Just sent the link over to Jamil real quick. My boy Trick said, I'm kind of shocked Samson is willing to put Fundora in with Boots. Very interesting. Maybe they seen the fight with Xander and felt like they could take advantage of some things. Maybe they see holes in Jaron Ennis's defense. Maybe they see that there's there's potential to make a shit ton of money. I don't know what they're thinking, but at the same time, like I said, I don't trust these guys. They can say one thing and do a totally different thing to make the, put roadblocks in the way to make shit extremely difficult to make. So I'll believe it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Sean Terrence in the building. Always been a big Jaron Ennis fan. He said Boots on his way to undisputed fighter of the year and pound for pound #1. Ooh-wee. He definitely, if he goes ahead and he gets 3 belts in 1 year, he could be a serious candidate for fighter of the year. Absolutely. Oshaki Foster, if he's able to fight Emmanuel Navarrete and come out successful in that one, then he could be a strong candidate for fighter of the year as well. When did Emmanuel Navarrete fight Sugar Nunez? Was that this year? Because on some real shit, if he beats Oshaki Foster and Sugar Nunez back to back, then he could be considered. Yeah, he fought Sugar Nunez in February. So if he beats Sugar Nunez and he beats Oshaki Foster back to back, John, he could be a serious candidate for fighter of the year as well. I'm looking forward to these Mazuma TV awards, man. Really looking forward to that. It's just sad how many fighters haven't fought yet in 2026. And 2026 is headed into the 4th quarter, y'all. Like, there's a lot of people who haven't fought in 2026 yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, Devin Haney has yet to fight this year. You know what I mean? It's coming up on a year since he's fought. So, I don't know, man. Jermell Charlo still hasn't fought in 2026. Andy got a fight date, but he hasn't fought in all of 2026. It's a lot of inactivity out here in these streets, and it's sad, bro. Because a lot of these dudes that are inactive, they're very, very talented. I've been urging Devin Haney to get a fight since the beginning of this year, and just for some reason, he cannot get anybody to step into the ring with that man. He cannot get anybody to get in the ring with him, man. Really bringing life into that Debo, nickname. You feel me? So, but whatever, man. If Boots goes ahead and he gets 3 belts in 1 year, he'll be a top candidate for fight of the year, in my opinion. Like I said, if Oshaki Foster, Emmanuel Navarrete, the winner of that, could be a serious contender for fighter of the year. There's a few others, but overall, man, I think this year is going to close off pretty strong, man. I ain't going to lie. My boy Josue Hernandez in the building. What up? He said Boots versus Fundora or Benavidez versus Ja. Which one would you rather have on Cinco de Mayo? Well, obviously, maybe, most likely the Mexicans would like to see, completely disregarded the fact that Fundora is Mexican. I don't know. Maybe because Benavidez is bigger than Fundora, they would much rather see Benavidez fight. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he got a bigger fan base. But Boots Fundora is a lit fucking fight, man. I don't think you can go wrong with either one, to be honest with you. But if it was up to me, I'd rather see Boots versus Fundora because, I'm just a big Jaron Ennis fan. Yo, what's going on, Mill?
What up with you?
What's up, man? What's on your mind?
Hey, yo, I hate when reporters, like, it's a certain group of reporters that everybody listens to, and the words is gospel. And they telling you shit like breaking news, water's wet. This is the worst kept secret in boxing. This is the worst kept secret in boxing. Everybody know what direction this shit is going in. It's like, oh, breaking news. Jaron Ennis is the unified champion of the 154-pound division. That's that's how I look at this particular situation. It's like everybody knows Josh is next. It's not even no intrigue or, could it get made or, will it not get made? Who knows? Josh is next, bro.
I love it, man. I think this is a great fight for the 154-pound division. And like I was just stating, I don't know if you heard me, a little bit ago, but if Boots goes ahead and he collects 3 belts in 1 year, I got him for fighter of the year, man. Especially if he just stomps on Josh Kelly, yeah.
2 stoppages.
Yeah, two stoppages, 3 belts. You gotta give him fighter of the year. Like I said, if Oshaki could beat Raymond Ford and Emmanuel Navarrete, then he could be a strong candidate too. If Emmanuel Navarrete beats Oshaki, he could be a strong candidate too because he just beat Sugar Nunez. And then, you can go ahead and you beat Oshaki, then, you got something going. But to me, Boots is in the lead as of right now. What you think about that?
I mean, even if those guys are successful, are you stopping these dudes?
Well, Navarrete stopped Nunez bad, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
If Navarrete stops Oshaki, but then also we got to look at it. How many times Oshaki been beat? Feel me? Nobody.
He hot right now though.
He hot. Right? He is hot, but Xander was unbeaten and hot. I know it's like nitpicking, but when people are having so when everybody's having a great year, you got to find like little like it's the inches that separates them.
Right, you got to look at the details. Yeah, you got to contextualize it. Yeah,
yeah, like Oshaki. That was Oshaki's weight class historically. It's not Boots' weight class. He moved up, and then that would be him stopping everybody at the weight. All 3 of his fights. Everybody's not going the distance.
Right.
Now, yeah, that would be if he stops Josh, that would be the separation. If it goes the distance, then I feel like you got an argument. But that's a good little conversation.
It is. We just brought it up randomly, and then like Navarrete looks insane. That was one of his best performances, in my opinion. The way he looked against Sugar Nunez, looked like he taking shit serious now. Strength and conditioning coach, nutritionist, and it's crazy that he got that far. I think Navarrete is like a 3-division world champion. It's crazy that he got that far, like half-assing. You know what I'm saying? Like eating like shit and doing all. But he boxes very fucking ugly, man. Like it's a really ugly, awkward style. But he just had a lot of success throughout his career fighting that way and beating some pretty solid names. So if he, really locks in, takes it serious, you know what I'm saying? He goes ahead, he beats Nunez like the way he did. That was brutal. And then he goes ahead and he steps on Oshaki some way, somehow. That's crazy. You feel me? Like that's super crazy. And it seemed like Navarrete, he already looked like he in shape. Looked like he already grinding and all that. I seen Oshaki jumping rope. So these guys locked in like this shit is official already. That's what it's looking like.
I'm curious to see what that fight looks like. Of course, I'm going with Oshaki. The awkwardness and the size.
Yeah, and his body attack is brutal too, and he got some good power, and he's big for 130, man. So he has some things to really be worried about. But with Oshaki, man, he's one of those dudes that he could box his ass off. He can make adjustments. He got good footwork. You know what I'm saying? Like he has the things necessary to really give Navarrete everything that he's looking for and just give him a tough fight overall. But one thing about Oshaki, he like the rumble too. You know what I'm saying? Like he get hit with a good shot. And he feel like he need to get it back. And I'm kind of worried for Oshaki if it turns into a shootout. You know what I'm saying? Like if it get to a point where it's heated and they just sit in the pocket and they just going toe to toe, blow for blow type shit, I don't really like Oshaki's chances in that scenario. But I think that if he fights a smart, disciplined fight, you know what I mean, doesn't really give Navarrete, those type of opportunities. Because for real, you be doing him a favor if you did that. If he boxes like how I know he could box, I think he could get a nod from the judges. But I think anything outside of that, I think it could be very dangerous for Oshaki, bro. So it's an interesting fight. And then it's like with Navarrete too, the type of style he got, he's very unique. So it's like you're not gonna find many people who's gonna duplicate his style. Like it's gonna be very hard to find a sparring partner that's gonna mimic what he does, because it looked like half the time Navarrete don't even know what the fuck he's gonna do. So
funny as shit, yeah.
Like it looked like sometimes he just be trying shit in there, and that should be working half of the time. So it's crazy, especially that little ugly ass lead uppercut he be throwing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And bro, he finds a way to fucking get that shot off. Like it's crazy. Shout out to Bella Faith. Bella Faith said, "I got shocked outboxing Nav to victory." Okay, I think that's his best. I think that's his best route to victory, to be honest with you. But how's everything with you, Mel? What's going on with the channel?
Everything's good, man. We got Lester Martinez coming up this week, so we're gonna try to get some good interviews, some good coverage of that, and yeah, bro, just building, just day by day. Yeah, what was something I wanted to say? Damn,
was it pertaining to Jaron Ennis?
It might have been Navarrete.
Okay.
I don't know. It'll come to me.
What if you don't mind me asking, what's Lester coming down here for?
No, Lester. No, I got Lester's fighting in LA.
You're going to LA?
No, I have a correspondent in LA.
Oh, okay.
Mark, we growing, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
It's not just me anymore.
I like it.
Oh yeah. Shouts out to my personal favorite, my favorite viewer, Marissa Alvarez. She's in the building.
I think she's everybody's favorite, man.
Everybody's like Marissa's everybody. Yeah, Marissa's the favorite. I love all of y'all. Sean Terrence is the biggest. Is like my biggest supporter, my longtime supporter, biggest boot fan. But Sean, Marissa's the favorite.
Yeah, I think Marissa's everybody's favorite. She's a very likable person, and she's very consistent, very supportive, and just very kind-hearted. There's a lot to love about Marissa. She's a good person.
Yo,
everybody need a Marissa in their corner.
Marissa Pop gonna be mad when she in like her boyfriend gonna be an 8-0, 7 knockout prospect. Watch. Marissa gonna end up marrying a fighter. Yeah. I'm calling it now.
Yo, man.
It's gonna be one of the young boys tearing shit up in Texas.
Whatever fighter marries Marissa, they're gonna be blessed. That's for sure. Yeah. One thing about Marissa, she's gonna have your back. So you gotta show her love. Shout out Texas too, that's where she's from.
Mark, he gonna be the young boy fucking everybody up, tearing everybody out the frame in the gyms in Texas.
Oh man. There's a lot of talent in Texas too. I see it. I see the vision. This nigga Z said she gonna marry Zaybop.
Hey, Quinn.
Not Zaybop. That's funny as shit. Zaybop don't like me too much, but that's all good.
For what?
It was some situation where, because me and Wally Moses, we've communicated a few times in the past for like amateur shows and stuff. So like I done been to Newark and helped him with matchmaking and shit like that. So I don't think we never spoke personally, but we've spoken a lot over the phone and through Messenger. So there was one time where Wally Moses shared like a video of Shakur stopping like some overseas dude in sparring. So I did what a lot of these media outlets do: screen record the shit off the page, post it on YouTube, just like anybody else do. And I don't know what, but this nigga Zaybop DM me right after that. Yo, where'd you get that video from? And if you don't tell us where you got this video from, then we gonna report your YouTube channel. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, Shakur told me to tell you to take the video down. I'm like, first of all, I'm not taking the video down. You can go ahead and report all you want, but like, you know what I mean? If Shakur fell away, tell Shakur to hit me up. Like, why is you playing middleman? Like, that's weirdo shit.
Wait, you said Wally Moses posted it, right?
Yeah, so, but that's why I didn't really feel the need to delete the video. Like, bro, your own grandfather posted it. Y'all trainer posted it. I reposted what your trainer put up there, and y'all mad at me. So then I told him at the end, I'm like, yo, your grandpa posted it, bro. Like, go talk to that nigga about it. Why you hitting me up? So it was like a little weird situation. Yeah, I mean, he was like throwing little shots and shit like that. He a young boy, you feel what I'm saying? So I really wasn't going at him or nothing like that. I was just like, bro, like you should do your research before you come asking me questions. Who recorded the video? Who was there? I'm sure you know. But you know, it is what it is. You know, these dudes be weird. Yeah, that nickname is wild. I ain't gonna lie. But let me see. Yeah, shout out Marissa. Shout out Marissa. She said, "Hell no." What? She says, "Hey, Bob ain't her type." That's funny as shit. But I seen that Boots been playing basketball and all of that shit, man. That was a little dope event.
Which one?
The one where it was like the old heads versus the young bulls.
Oh, at Worcester, yeah, they had that joint like every year.
Yeah, man. Looked like he was out there doing his thing. I like that he's staying active.
Yo, I'm from the next neighborhood over, right?
Okay.
And like, yo, the funny thing about Worcester is, well, Brickyard in general. Brickyard is like, it's a part of Germantown, but it's its own country. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, people from Brickyard's from Germantown, but they from Brickyard. They swear by it. So it's like
a neighborhood in a neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a close-knit community, so.
Yep. That's what's up, man. You got anything else on your mind, brother?
I think people need to give Josh his respect. Because I see, oh, we want Virgil, and you got some people complaining about the fights. And it's weird because you'll say a dude like Tank don't unify, and why don't he unify, and he should unify. And then when you got somebody unifying, no, we want to see this. It's like, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but you have to, there has to be a certain level of respect for a champion. There has to be a certain level of entitlement when you are a champion.
Yeah.
There has to be an incentive of being a champion.
Yes.
It just can't be, okay, oh, well, this dude's talked about on social media. And this dude, he fought guys that we know. And like Virgil is not a champion, has never been a champion. That's a strike, yo. He fought Madrimov. He fought a lot of good dudes who I feel like were vulnerable, but they were good names. They're vulnerable but dangerous, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Guys
it looks like he's about to attempt the same thing, you know, chasing the Jermell Charlo fight.
Yo, according to Charlo fighting Tim Tszyu. I don't know what's going on. I don't go by other people's reporting, though.
Right.
Charlo saying he's fighting Tim Tszyu. But, I mean, the Virgil fight, let's say it happens. I'm a little nervous for Virgil.
Jermell's a tough style, man. You know, obviously the inactivity is raises some question marks. But like, if this is the same Jermell Charlo that fought Castano and Tony Harrison and all of that, man, Virgil he might be in for a rude awakening, man. That dude Jamel is strong. He's always one thing about Jamel that make him dangerous. He's always in position too. Always in position to punch. He got good punch placement. His fucking endurance is crazy. Seems like he gets stronger as the rounds go on. And he's durable too. And Virgil, he dished that shit out all day, but I've seen Virgil in fights where it looked like them punches be having some effects on you sometimes. Especially when he's sitting there banging with, Boa Chuck and shit like that. Like I seen this man get hit with some shit. I don't know if he could take that hot shit from Jamel, if Jamel really on his game. So that is a concerning style matchup for sure.
Facts. But I just like give Josh his respect. Josh beat the dude that everybody was saying was the boogeyman.
That's a fact. It's
Everybody's
crazy
afraid of.
how fast they forget, man.
Fast. Yo, boxing fans, they go as the wind goes. You point them, what Bob said? They're like a rock, you can kick them in any direction that you want. Bachram was the killer. Josh beat him. Well, first, remember this. When Josh was offered the Boots fight first and he declined it, which was the right move, and he declines it, people said that Boots was cherry picking for offering Josh a fight. One. Then he goes and beats Bachram, and now he's cherry picking again. But Bachram was the boogeyman. Bachram was the guy that everybody, because he beat Tim Tszyu, he was the guy that everybody was afraid of. Josh beats him and still doesn't get his respect. Like Sebastian Fundora gets knocked out by Brian Mendoza, and everybody turns a blind eye and everybody forgets, and it doesn't happen. Josh gets knocked out by Avanesian, and that's what people want to bring up when one happened a lot more recent than the other.
Yeah.
But yo, the boxing, the boxing fan is weird, Mark. And when you call them on it, they'll look at you like you crazy, like you're making this up.
No, I ain't never say that. It's like, bro, I watched you.
In your comments, like, bro, we remember names. I saw you.
Yep. That's a fact. And, I want to add on to that point where you say that, like champions, especially Josh Kelly, deserve their respect. I've seen a lot of people complaining on Twitter, to be honest with you. And I responded. I said, bro, there shouldn't be any complaints at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a boxing fan, you should want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters in their division. And I said that the closer that each division gets to one champion, the better, because you know what I'm saying? The champions are fighting each other. The elites are facing the elites, and we're really getting a strong indication of who the best fighter is in the division. And I thought that's what boxing fans were clamoring to see. So I just find it interesting that Bakram Murtazaliev was this fucking killer that everybody was scared of. Apparently, they was even saying Boots was scared of Bakram Murtazaliev. Yeah, everybody was terrified of Bakram. So Josh Kelly goes in there. I thought he won the fight pretty decisively. You know what I mean? Knocked down Bakram, all types of shit. Did what he had to do in order to win the fight. Even came off the canvas to win the fight. So, if this would have been anybody else, everybody would have been enamored by his performance and speaking on how much of a warrior he is and how he's a dog and all of that. But to be honest with you, I don't think they're shitting on Josh Kelly because it's Josh Kelly. I think they're shitting on Josh Kelly because he's going up against Boots Ennis. And I think that there's like this attack on Boots Ennis right now where it's like, regardless of who he faces, it's just never going to be enough. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they're claiming that Virgil is the better fight. Yeah, it's an exciting style matchup. It may be a more exciting fight, yes. But y'all just completely disregard the fact that Boots was after that fight. He did everything in his power to make the fight happen. And then I'm seeing, Mill, did you see those ticket sales from Virgil Ortiz for Lubin?
Mark, I'm not even gonna lie to you, Mark. We already knew.
Yeah, I seen the crowd and all of that. Bro, I was like, bro, the fact that Boots gave this man every fucking thing that he wanted, bro. Some of the most outrageous demands that I've heard of, like, in recent times. The fucking glove color, all types of shit. Boots gave him that.
Mark, his name couldn't be on the gloves, Mark. Yes.
Do you know the reason? What's the reasoning?
I don't know.
bro, I don't understand how. Like, I've never heard that. Like when people do shit like that, that shit make me feel like you don't want to fight. Like, like when you're doing shit like that, that has literally no effect on the fight whatsoever. And it don't even fall to your detriment if he did have his name on his gloves. Like, he can't have custom gloves on.
Nope.
Did they want to pick his gloves?
I didn't hear that part. I just know the name. The glove couldn't say Boots. It couldn't be a metallic color. I think it had to be like white or some shit like that.
It had to be a solid color, basically.
Yeah. Yo, here's the truth about boxing. Boxing fans are easily swayed by propaganda. There's this notion that if a fighter is Mexican, he has a country behind him. That's not true. It's the biggest fallacy in boxing. There are plenty of Mexican fighters that do not get support. Is Mexicans one of the biggest fan bases in boxing? Yes. I feel like the Mexican fan base is number 2 when it comes to boxing.
Who's number 1?
The Brits.
The Brits, okay.
And if anybody would want
to, let me ask you this, Mel, before you continue cooking up. Where do you think the black boxing fan falls in that ranking? I feel like they're very, very overlooked. What do you think?
It's weird.
They could be fickle at times, of course, but like they come out and like some of the biggest stars that have came into the sport of boxing have been black. Doesn't that say something about the black fan base, or is it just?
I was waiting for you to.
No, that's what I wanted to ask.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad. Of course, black fans is some of the biggest fans, right? The biggest stars historically in boxing have been black,
right?
And if you look at who's selling in America, the black fighters are selling,
right?
If I were to rank them, see that the black boxing fan is the number 1 casual fan.
Okay, that's interesting.
The UK is. I know people want to disagree when I say UK is number 1. They're domestic fights. Like it'd be like like Chris Eubank versus Billy Joe Saunders. They made $1 million. Non-title bout, made $1 million. Yeah. Joshua versus Dillian White were 2 prospects or 2 like young contenders. They made millions in a big arena, like a 20,000 arena. And that fight was on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
100,000 in Wembley for fucking George Groves in what's his name?
Carl Froch.
Eubank, Conor Ben, 60, 70,000? No belt on the line.
At Tottenham or whatever it's called.
No belt on the line. So
2 fights too.
Yeah, so when it comes to them, they're the number 1 boxing fan. I feel like number 2 is the Mexicans. I think that the black boxing fan is weird. The black boxing fan is going to swing the pendulum to you being a superstar. But the biggest problem with being a black boxer is so many of them. That's why the black fan isn't as heralded as the other 2. When I say it's so many, you're a black boxing fan, right? Let's say it's the top of the year. And everybody's supposed to fight when they're supposed to fight. No layoffs. Tank's fighting twice. Shakur's fighting twice. Boots is fighting twice. Devin's fighting twice. Charlo's fighting twice. Abdullah's fighting twice. Like, think about it. That's
a lot to keep up with.
That's 2 plane tickets. You got a girl, like I got a girl, right? That's hotels. That's the fight. Of course, your girl want to get dressed. She want to go out to dinner. If you're a black boxing fan and you like all these fighters, that's a lot to support.
It's a great fucking point. I never really thought about it like that. Shout out to the Japanese fight fan too. I think that they could be
Australia, like
Australia.
yeah, it's a
Yes,
lot of yeah.
yes, 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 yes. Yep.
But like when we think about it, how many Mexican stars are there currently in boxing? Like stars.
Stars.
The headline shows consistently.
It's not that many.
Bam, Benavidez, Canelo, Ryan. Who else?
Maybe Isak, but he still be on some co-main shit.
Isak is the best side dish. Fondora's sometimes a side dish.
Yep. That's the co-main special right there is Eastside Cruz, especially if it's PBC.
So like just examining just it as a business. Virgil's never been a seller. But because he's Mexican and because the onus is on Boots to go out there and make these fights happen, now it's the pressure on him. Or do whatever you can to get Virgil in the ring. Like there isn't a standard or practice for Virgil to want to be and beat the best. To me, it's pure lunacy. It's hypocritical.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, Ryan's a main eventer. Does Ryan sell like that? No. A surprising ticket seller is Jose Ramirez in California. He sells in Cali, though. But when you look at the Ricans, historically, you had a bunch of good Rican fighters, but there were really like 1 to 2 sellers at a time.
Correct.
There was a A seller, and then there was a B seller. If it was Miguel Cotto, then who would be second at that point in time? Who was around? See, Cotto came at the tail end of Trinidad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd have been Trinidad, then Cotto, and Cotto.
I don't even know who was.
No, there was somebody, yo. There was somebody I'm missing.
Wama.
Yeah, Wama. See, that's why I love you.
Yep.
Wama he just ended up getting stopped.
Yeah. He said Verdejo. Yeah,
Verdejo was the young. Verdejo was the young. He ended up losing. So a lot of the
Puerto Rico could have been that one, man. I'm still mad about that shit. Bro.
Oh, my bad. Damn, bro. We out of pocket. Nigga Danny. Cotto and Danny. We was thinking we was on bullshit.
Danny.
We was island.
Yo, shout out Danny, bro. That's great. Danny was really doing this thing too, bro. That's fucked up.
Yo, but here's the problem.
Yo, Danny was tripping. Yo, Danny had a run, bro.
He did. But
run.
Here's the problem. Just like Mexican Americans, Ricans that grow up in the States, which is Puerto Rico is a part of the United States, but I'm talking about people that grow up, not on the island. They aren't viewed like Ricans from the island.
Yeah. I heard that shit my whole life growing up, especially in Philly. And then I think what fucked Danny over too is when he fought in Puerto Rico and he fought Mauricio Herrera. And when he performed the way he did, them Puerto Ricans was outraged, bro. And they gave him the dub. They gave him the dub, but that was a bad look, bro. They was not gonna give a fucking fight to a Mexican against a Puerto Rican in Puerto Rico.
Negative.
So
wait, yeah, how the fuck we forget? I'm like, yo, I know it's somebody.
Yeah, it was definitely Danny. Danny was in his bag around that time too, where Cotto was ending off his career. Yeah, Danny was on, especially at 140. Danny had a hell of a run, bro.
Danny doesn't get the credit that he deserves.
He really don't. Like Danny, low key a fucking legend, bro. And they just be laughing at Danny and shit. I'm like, nah. Danny's run at 140 that made him a Hall of Famer in itself, bro. But even at 47, even the Jones he came up short in, he still put on great efforts. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 division champion, unified at 140. His resume fucking stacked at 140, bro. He gave you every story. Like he unified the division. He was underdogs in a couple of those fights. I still remember that Amir Khan fight like it was yesterday. Like it was yesterday, bro.
And let's keep it being
He
Danny
had the
Ford.
whole he had the whole hood doubting him.
Yo, with Matisse too. I was doubting him with
Yeah,
Matisse. Yo, but here's
yeah.
the truth. Danny Ford. The biggest difference between Danny's run and a lot of guys' runs, when we talk about a dude like Virgil, Danny fought all them dudes when they were at their best.
They threw Danny into the smoke for sure.
Yo, Amir Khan. I know he had the hiccup against
Prescott.
Raiders Prescott, but after that, Amir Khan was stepping on shit. He fought Thurman. Thurman was undefeated.
I never forget that, bro. Like the
Man,
whole hood.
undefeated. Of course, he had the shit with the car crash, but he was undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
He had a tough go of it.
Man, shout out Danny, bro. He had a hell of a fucking career. I would love to interview Danny. Love to do that.
Shit,
But
if I would have known that, I would have told you to come by. He had his little book bag giveaway.
yeah, I seen that. But I'm trying to set some because what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna start bringing guests to the studio, man. I haven't been in the studio for a couple months already. But I just put this 9 to 5 down, so I'm about to really turn up this YouTube shit. So I'm
You
about to,
did?
huh?
You ain't fucking with the what's the name of the one?
Nah, I'm done after next week. So I'm going all in with the YouTube shit, and I'm gonna really turn this shit up a little bit more.
Sounds like we need a phone call, man.
Yeah, we do. So you know what I mean? Let's get it.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trick said I wanted to see Danny versus Mikey. Woo! I'd have been conflicted. I was a huge Mikey Garcia fan.
Me too.
Truth be told, I was a huge Juan Manuel Marquez fan and a Mikey Garcia fan.
Yeah, that's funny. Those are
God,
two of my guys.
man.
Marquez is my second favorite fighter all time.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Who you first?
Andre Ward.
Woo! He in my top 5. Well, he actually in my top 3. Is Tito Trinidad, James Toney, Andre Ward. Then after that, I change it up all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always get Juan Manuel Marquez in there somewhere. Mikey Garcia. I liked you know who I used to fuck with? I used to fuck with Jorge Linares heavy. I'm talking about when he was doing his thing. He was so sharp, man. A lot of these dudes, bro. I like I like Triple G on his come up too. I used to study his jab crazy, bro. I wanted to have a jab just like Triple G. It was a few, bro. I had a lot. Orlando Canizales. Loved his
Oof,
game.
oof. Yo,
Huh?
I said Orlando was the truth. Do you think
Facts.
Xander is gonna fit that mantle? Like, is he gonna fill that void?
In Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
There's another kid I like out of
Who you
PR.
talking about? I think I know who you talking about. Who you talking about?
Gio Lopez.
Oh no, we ain't talking about the same boy.
Who
I
you
think
talking-
there's this new kid coming up in the island right now. His name like John Goomba or some shit like that. The kid was like 50-0 in the amateurs. He was knocking shit out the frame in Puerto Rico. He lost like an international fight, but I think he finished his amateur career like 52-1 or some shit like that.
Breaking news. Top rank signs him. you, you
Joe,
know,
they actually didn't sign him.
bro, that's crazy. Normally Top rank gets any
Yo,
and every blue chip Puerto Rican fighter, yo.
that for some reason they didn't pick him up. So he just made his pro debut like a couple weeks ago, I believe. And that kid looks like a problem. I don't know where his defense is at just yet, but offensively, brutal. Big puncher, combination, sharp, fast hands, explosive. Yeah, Top Rank didn't want him.
Top Rank didn't want him. Shouts out. We got the Don in the chat, man.
Top Rank didn't want him.
That's crazy.
My dad know his peoples.
Top Rank didn't want him?
Yeah, his name, for those of y'all who don't know his name is John Luis Kumba Maestre. But y'all could just call him I call him John Kumba. You know what I'm saying? He 18 years old, 5'11. You know what I'm saying? And he fights at, I think he's at 140. Yeah, I think he's at 140. I think he's fluctuating between 140 and 147. But that kid is he looks very promising. I'm gonna just say that.
I mean,
they had him reach out the Matchroom. Yeah, so they had my pop reach out the Matchroom to try to get some. But yeah, I think they're keeping their eyes on him, but they're not sold yet. So you got to do something. You just got to keep grinding. That's all. Yeah, he be knocking everybody out in sparring. Yeah, I've been hearing about him. My grandfather, because my grandfather lived on the island, so there was like I remember when he was telling me about Verdejo before he started clicking off, and then they was then a few years, like a long time ago, they was talking about Xander Zayas, and now they talking about this kid Goomba. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But to answer your question about Xander, I don't. That's gonna be tough, man. He has the personality. Obviously, I think he got a lot of people's respect off of the Jaron in this fight. I think it's just a matter of can he continue winning. You know what I'm saying? They saying that he's gonna go up to 160. 160 has some really good fighters in the division. You know what I mean? He could fight Denzel Bentley. I like his chances against Denzel.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm trying to meet that fight ASAP.
He can. You know what I mean? Puerto Rican WBO headquarters in Puerto Rico. He played, top ranking WBO like this. I wouldn't be surprised if he hit number one on the rankings in the WBO at middleweight and they try to mandate that fight or something. I would not be surprised. But I think that's going to be tough for Xander. I'm not going to lie. Maybe if he would have fell back off of that Jaron Ennis fight and built up a little bit more, maybe. I don't know, though. We got to see how Xander bounced back off of this loss. I see that he's taking a lot of vacation time. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him like he all over Tokyo right now and Kyoto and Japan and all of that. Like he just enjoying himself right now. But we got to see how he come back.
I mean, he should be, though. Like, to me, Xander put on. He took a fight. He could have just vacated and gone to 60. He took a fight for the zone, for Top Rank, and he made it a classic.
Yeah, that was one of the best fights I've ever been to. But I feel like with Puerto Rican fighters, man, I feel like the fans really back you. Like when you get on when you get on that run, like I remember when Tito Trinidad won his first world title when he was 20 years old. He knocked out Maurice Blocker and all that. And he stood busy. He kept knocking out all them guys. Like a lot of Puerto Rican stars, they were like big fucking punchers, big knockout punchers. You know what I mean? So it's like of course, Wilfredo Gomez, big puncher. Tito Trinidad, big puncher. Miguel Cotto, big puncher. Hector Camacho really wasn't a big puncher, but he always was in big fights. So I don't know. I don't know if Xander got the qualities, but he did give us an exciting fight. He got the heart. He got the fighters. He got the fighting spirit and all of that. But I think it's a little bit too early to tell, to be honest with you. Yeah, but I think you gotta. I think you gotta really put motherfuckers down in order to be like that Puerto Rican star. They real big on knockout power in the Highland.
Okay, I gotta pull up on my old head grinding me up in the comments. I don't be out after 5 though. I gotta pull up on y'all. I gotta pull up on Rel. All the people that kind of like get in 4 or 5 o'clock. I kind of be like done at like 2, 3.
Yeah, we be there, but the gym be empty around that time.
What, early?
Yeah, like the gym don't start really jumping until like 5:30. But like I'm gonna be off for the next 2 days. I'll be in the gym like 1:30. But it be dead empty. Like the gym don't really get cracking until everybody come in at the same time, basically the pros, the amateurs, all that shit. So the gym be dead, super dead around that time, 1, 2 o'clock and shit. Najee Lopez is entertaining to watch. He's Puerto Rican. Well, if you let other people tell it, he's not Puerto Rican. But whatever. But
Yeah,
Najee definitely putting on.
I hate the picking and choosing. Core's Puerto Rican, Najee's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Like they Puerto Rican, they black too. They can enjoy both cultures because they're both. Like stop the like fans gotta stop that shit, yo.
Yeah, that shit is hella annoying. But Najee Lopez definitely been putting on, bro. The light heavyweight division, like these contenders coming up, bro. They doing their thing. Atif, Ben Whitaker, and Najee Lopez.
Yeah, them young boys gonna have to rumble.
Ooh, they gonna have to see each other, man. And they ranked high in these sanctioning bodies too. I think Atif was like number 5 in the WBA. Najee Lopez like right underneath him. Najee Lopez fighting a undefeated
Colombian kid. I'm curious to see. It's like who? It's somebody else too. Oh, the stepper, Khalil. Khalil got
to get back focused, but he could be a problem too.
He need about 2 to 3 performances for people to forget.
Right, they'll forget, but he has to. Yeah, he gotta get past whatever he got going on. But no, Khalil when Khalil was focused, he definitely was doing damage. I love that stoppage he got in that rematch.
It was just that the would he miss weight by 8 pounds, something like that.
That was a bad look, yeah, man.
Yo, that's starting to be. It's been like 2 or 3 dudes, and of course they'd be from this area to miss weight by 8 pounds. You had Scoot and you had
Tito Mercado's Tago. He came in like 10 pounds over.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why did you get on the plane? It was like, yo, don't fly out, bro.
Cool Boy was the craziest one though, because I heard that trip to Australia, that shit long as hell, bro. Yeah, man. I don't know. Fulton need to get it together too, man. He could still make some shit happen, but he gotta get his mind right. I don't know him personally. I don't know any. I don't know the specifics of what's going on with him, but obviously it's something. So he got to find a way around that shit, because that's ridiculous, bro. That's embarrassing, bro.
I was thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 fights that make sense.
Okay.
Mott versus Gary at 135.
Ooh wee.
And Scoot versus Gary at 135.
You want to see Scooter at 35?
Here's the thing, situationally though,
because Gary's small.
Gary's already small, and he's clearly having trouble making this weight.
Okay.
And it's like Gary's not really active. That's some shit that they can throw in DC.
Man, Lamont versus Gary will go crazy, bro, in DC.
Yeah, and do like what were we saying? Lamont versus Gary, and do like Troy versus Jalil.
Who?
Troy Osley versus Jalil.
Oh my God.
As like the co-main.
Jalil take that shit too. Jalil fucking dog. Jalil. When I heard he was fighting Sergey Derevchenko, I said, oh yeah, Jalil with it. He with that shit. Because Sergey, he's older, obviously. He's not where he once was, like in terms of like his peak. But he a tough fight for anybody, bro. Sergey come to rumble, bro. So he that type boy that if you lacking, yeah, you gonna have a tough night. Shout out to my boy Asing with the $5 super chat. He said, Mark, why do I feel like Dora? I think he meant to say Fundora.
Yeah.
Gonna be an easier fight for Boots than Xander if we get it for Undisputed. I mean, you justified in believing in that, man. Fundora, he's learning how to use his jab now, and everybody thinks like he's this invincible fighter. It's hilarious to me. I think that I think Fundora's, matchmaking has blinded a lot of fans, basically into believing that, he can't be, fucked with when he just got knocked out not too long ago. It's just crazy how people seem to ignore that. Um, you fought a little Keith Thurman who was out of his weight class, to be honest with you. Inactivity, older, injury prone. All right, cool. Cordell Booker, we never viewed, no disrespect to Cordell Booker, but we never viewed him as this world championship level fighter, at least not to me. You know what I'm saying? So, those are good wins. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting somebody from by the name of Ermal or whatever the case is. I haven't watched him personally, but, he's not anybody that we know of just yet. We'll see in September exactly what he's made of, but I do think that Fundora has a lot of flaws going into this fight with Boots that Boots could take advantage of. And I'll reveal that more over when the fight gets made. But I think a lot of his weaknesses are very obvious. For one, I think he's a lot slower than Boots. I think that's very apparent. I think he does get hit clean, especially when he's committing to his punches. I think Boots' counter punching ability could really do some damage to Fundora. And I think when Boots rips them body shots, bro, I don't know if Fundora gonna be able to stand up to that. You know what I mean? I think he stops Fundora. Absolutely. So if you feel that way, you justified in believing in that because I think Boots puts Fundora out within 5 to 6 rounds.
I've always said that Fundora is the easiest fight in the division. Josh is going to be the hardest. People don't give Josh credit. Josh, first off, Josh has been successful on every level of boxing that he's been on. Josh is an Olympian. Josh is fast and got decent pop. Good boxing skill. Now, the knock on Josh is Josh gas out.
He gas out and he gets a little reliant on his athleticism too. And that could hurt him with somebody like Boots who's a sharp puncher.
I feel like Josh is going to be on his bike, so you got to go find Josh. And you got to be disciplined while finding Josh. You got to just touch him. Because if you get a little reckless and you overextend, Josh can make you pay. I feel like keep the car running with Fundora, bro. He going to get packed up. He has flaws for all his advantages. There's a couple glaring weaknesses that I see that Boots can and will capitalize on. Virgil is nothing will be Stanionis, a bigger version of Stanionis, bro. Sit and duck.
Yep, trying to walk the Boots with that high guard and throw everything hard and Boots gonna fucking tear his high guard apart, bro. That shit gonna be ugly, bro.
Yeah, so
that shit gonna be ugly. Slime, let me finish up this conversation with YSM and I'll send you the link, brother.
I'm gonna hop off now because I know Slime he been wanting to pop his shit. Slime gonna be on here talking crazy too.
He do.
Hilarious.
He do. But one thing about Slime though, bro, when I met him in person at the Barclays and shit, that motherfucker believe everything he say. So
he's standing on all of it.
He's standing on all that shit. He not one of them. He don't be pump faking. He believe all that shit he say, and I can respect that about him because a lot of people, they throw rocks and hide their hand. That motherfucker throw that rock and let you know that he the one who threw it. So yeah, I can respect that about him. But I appreciate you coming on here, Mill, man. Thank you. And, let's have that conversation ASAP, bro.
Hit me up.
Yep. All right, shout out to the boy YSM Sports Media for coming through and dropping some knowledge. I've seen that boy Slime X for the link 20,000 times. Yo, Slime, I know that you want the link, brother, but I needed to get that conversation out the way so we could bring you to the stage and you could voice your opinion, man, because you could be a bit chaotic, brother. So I just want to make sure that we get the regular shit out the way before you start coming on here and tweaking. So let me send that link. If y'all ready for Slime, let it be known because he about to come on here and talk his shit. Shout out to the boy Lorenzo. with the $5 super chat. He said, if Josh came in with a solid game plan, trains hard, is healthy, can time Boots counter effectively, I see Boots stopping him at 4. Yo, I was not expecting that shit, bro. Yo, Lorenzo a fucking fool, bro. I swear to God, bro. Yo.
What Lorenzo say?
Whatever.
What Lorenzo say?
He said if Josh comes in with a solid game plan, trains hard, is healthy, can time Boots, counter effectively, I see Boots stopping him at 4.
Yo, this nigga's stupid.
I thought he was going somewhere with it. I'm like, okay, he giving Josh a chance. Hell no. Lorenzo crazy in the motherfucker, boy. But what's up, man? You asked for the link 20,000 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall back and I'm going to let you talk your shit, man. So y'all enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to let Slime take the floor. I hope y'all niggas ready for this one, man. Let's get it, Slime. Talk your shit.
Yo, first of all, I want to start off by saying, Tank, on dead dogs, your mother should have swallowed you, you bitch ass nigga. Cause how fucking dare you in a time like this even say anything towards Devin Haney? Like, eat dick, bro. Your best fight, your toughest opponent is the fucking courtroom, you bitch ass nigga. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Like, nigga, your mom was too busy smoking, you know what I'm saying, and doing dicks too busy to doing all that to feed your bitch ass. So you had to find a way. And now that you think you're popping, nigga, first of all, Devin's more accomplished than you. Shakur's more accomplished than you. Teofimo Lopez is more accomplished than you. Rolly is about to be more accomplished than you. So you could just sit back and shut the fuck up, bro. Cause real shit, my nigga, the way you talk shit, bro, niggas need to really do something to you outside the ring. Niggas need to put hands and feet on you. Like, nigga, if Devin Haney was to see you in person and knock you clean the fuck out, or they jump you, or they do whatever to you, just know no one's going to feel bad for you besides the niggas that dick ride you, bro. And that's really coming less and less the more bitch you show. You ain't gonna fight any of these niggas. You ain't gonna see none of them. Bro, you're gonna come back and you're gonna fight Leo Santa Cruz again. That's what I'm thinking. That's gonna be your comeback fight. Rematch with Leo Santa Cruz. Like, nigga, eat dick, bro. Like, you have this type of like audacity to think that you're some type of big shot. Nigga, you're irrelevant. You fought in 2025 in like like fucking March or some shit. Like, no one gives a fuck about what you got going on right now. We all know what you got going on right now. You're punching on bitches. Wow. Your best opponent is a female. Eat dick, bro. Like, you're a disrespectful little prick. You're a poor excuse for a black man. Um, what else? Um, yeah, that's really all I got to say about you, bro, because you're just such a piece of shit. Like, it's really no point in wasting too much energy on you because we all know what you're on, which is straight bullshit. Like, get your life together, get your priorities straight. Come out the closet if you need to, you bitch ass nigga. We had gay boxers in the past. Look at Orlando Cruz, look at Josue Vargas. Like, come on, bro. Chill the fuck out and just come out the closet and get back in the ring. Shut the fuck up and do what you gotta do, bro. And keep Devin out your mouth if you're not going to fight him. And most definitely keep his mom out your mouth. May she rest in peace, nigga. You are a fucking bitch for what you posted. That's really all I gotta say. That's the end of my statement.
I got like $70,000 in my pocket. If you body me, you can take the money. Right now.
Where Mark
I
go?
hate you, nigga. Let's die.
Like, Tank got me all the way fucked up. Tank.
I'll let you have the floor, brother. So I wanted to speak on this topic, bro, because since I put that video out last night, I've had a lot of people run to Gervonta Davis's defense, which I basically predicted in the video anyway. And look, man, look, I had a bunch of people hitting me up, and in the video, I didn't even acknowledge the fact that Gervonta has started that whole situation when it came to speaking about people's families. Gervonta got a history of talking about people's families. Like, I remember he was talking shit about Terrence Crawford's wife. You know what I'm saying? Basically making fun of her and talking about pulling up to Lamont Roach's son's school for whatever reason, which is shit that PDF files do, if you get what I'm saying. That's the only type motherfuckers that pull up to a kid's school to go see a child that ain't theirs. That's pretty weird activity, to be honest with you. But I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to make Lamont feel threatened about his son's safety or whatever the case is. So this dude got a history of speaking on people's families and shit like that. And then I remember like Gervonta making fun of people like trolls on his, like a troll would have like RIP or something in his bio. And they'd be like, oh, I'm saying, like, oh, we smoking on that nigga that died in your bio. Shit like that. Like, I done heard Tank say all types of stuff. With this situation right here, I held everybody accountable for their actions, right? Gervonta, there was a troll that was calling his mom a dope fiend, right? I didn't call her that. Well, I did call her that before. I did. I can't lie about that. But I didn't say that in that particular situation. Somebody called his mom a dope fiend. It was like, oh, well, and out of nowhere, Tank just responded by the troll. He didn't even disrespect the troll. He responded. It was like, oh, well, Devin Haney's mom had a pimp, and guess who was her pimp? So when you're saying shit like that, you're pretty much calling Devin Haney's mom a 304, right? You calling her a 304. You know what I'm saying? You're calling, Bill Haney a pimp and shit like that. So, that's disrespectful, especially if that's not the reality. We don't know these people personally. We don't know their backstory. We just know what motherfuckers done heard and, just, spread all types of rumors. I don't know what Devin Haney's mother was at the end of the day, but for real, it ain't none of our fucking business. And it ain't nothing for us to be speaking on anyway, right? So that was the first time that I heard that. Then I seen Devin Haney follow up and say happy Father's Day to Tank's mom and shit like that. And, that really got Tank upset. See, this is what I don't understand, right? This is what I don't understand. You let me know, Slime. You talk shit, you bring up somebody's family, and it's all good. But the moment that somebody does that to you, now you in your feelings. That's like a bully's mentality right there. In terms of, I'm gonna pick on you, but don't you dare pick on me, because I'm gonna be upset if you do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the vibes that I get from Gervonta Davis in this whole situation. And look, man, me personally, this is a boxing rivalry, man. This ain't no real fucking street beef, or at least right now it isn't. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't escalate to the streets. But because people that aren't even probably involved in the situation could get hurt, and that's just not something that I want to see. You know what I'm saying? There's no room to be speaking about people's family, especially when they're deceased. There's no reason for you to be speaking about family during a boxing rivalry. Don't be bringing up nobody's wife. Don't be bringing up nobody's son. Don't bring up nobody's fucking sister. Whatever the case is, bro, all of that shit is unnecessary. You feel me? So I held Devin Haney accountable. I said, you should have never said that about Tank's mom. Tank should have never said that about your mom. You know what I mean? Y'all should just keep it boxing. You feel what I'm saying? That's just say that again.
I said, Tank, you're a fucking bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm glad the boy, whatever this nigga name is, 3 heads, 2 on 5, said shit. Bill Haney said it first. Both them niggas wrong, but it's war. Who cares? See, this is how I know, like, a lot of these dudes, like, y'all just feed off of like drama and shit like this, and y'all just cool with any type of disrespect being thrown out there. That shit is not cool. That shit is out of pocket. That shit is not for the sport of boxing, because I know damn well, let's say something escalated in the streets and Gervonta Davis gets hurt, you know what I'm saying, where he may lose his life. Let's say something happens to Devin Haney, he may lose his life. Was all of that back and forth shit on the internet worth it for your entertainment? Absolutely not. So I want to address this point right here. They're like, oh, well, Bill Haney said it first. Bro, what the fuck? Let me just ask this question, because I asked this shit on social media already, bro. What the fuck does Bill Haney saying shit have to do with Devin Haney saying shit? As far as I'm concerned, yeah, they father and son, but they two totally different people. For instance, if I say some shit like, oh, if I say some shit, right? Is it my dad's? Like, does it fall on my dad because I said it? No, I'm my own person. I'm my own individual. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? So I'm responsible for my own actions. Devin Haney isn't a fucking kid. He's a grown man. We the same fucking age, basically. Bill Haney, he's a grown ass man. He's responsible for whatever the fuck he says on his own time. It's just crazy to me how they like, oh, why Bill always holding Devin Haney hand? Let him be his own person. But y'all not even allowing him to be his own person because his father says something, and you automatically put the blame on fucking Devin Haney as if he's the one who said it. If you want him to be his own man, if you want him to live his own life, live by his own rules, why are you blaming Devin Haney for what his father said as if they're like they fucking Siamese twins or something? Like they responsible, like they attached to each other, like they have to be held accountable for what each other done said out there publicly. Oh, Bill's responsible for what Devin says. Devin is responsible for what Bill says. Bro, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Bill Haney said it first because he had gotten into a heated back and forth with Brian Norman and brought up Brian Norman's mother, who was basically on her deathbed. Very out of pocket. You know what I mean? That shit was unnecessary. That shit was uncalled for. I criticized Bill Haney for that when that shit had happened. I remember YSM was on the channel and we spoke about that. That shit was out of pocket. He was dead wrong for that. But that situation right there does not make. How the fuck does Bill Haney disrespecting Brian Norman Sr.'s mom make it okay for Javante Davis to disrespect Devin Haney's mom?
Yo, real quick.
They both out of pocket.
Real quick, yo, three heads, you're really starting to piss me the fuck off. Like, niggas is really being serious. If you're not gonna be serious, eat a dick and get the fuck out. Like, nigga, no bullshit. Like, niggas will slap the shit out you in real life. Like, real shit. Eat dick, bitch ass nigga. You're not funny. Like, you're not funny. Nobody in here thinks you're funny. You're a bitch. Fuck you too, nigga. If you fucking with Tank, suck dick, nigga. Fuck out of here. Real shit. Niggas is pissing me the fuck off.
So that was the point that I was trying to make. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck does Bill Haney saying shit about somebody else's mother that's not Tank's mother? What that got to do with Tank disrespecting Devin Haney's mother? I mean, it's out of pocket. It's uncalled for, bro. And the fact that y'all be condoning this type of shit, bro, it just let me know that y'all either have a deep resentment towards Devin Haney and his team and his father, or y'all niggas just y'all tolerate anything. Like y'all just a different type of groupie. Like, and I've already spoke on this multiple times. It's like, bro, Tank could do no wrong in these niggas' eyes, bro. Like he could disrespect. Like I seen Tank disrespect them, and they sitting there still caping for this man. So, bro, it's never been cool. It's never been cool to talk crazy on the dead. It's never been cool to mock the dead. You feel what I'm saying? Like niggas do that on some street shit, but like I said, this ain't no street shit right here, man. This is boxing. Niggas is disrespecting motherfuckers' dead moms because they feel a way about them on some competition shit in boxing. Like, bro, enough is enough, bro. This shit is disgusting. It's ridiculous, bro. I said Devin Haney should have said nothing about Tank mom, but at the same time, he was responding to Tank about what he said about his mom. So it all initiated with Javante Davis. Now everybody talking about, oh, well, Bill Haney said it before. Bill Haney didn't say that to Javante. As far as I know, I didn't see him do that shit. So it's like, what that shit don't even correlate. That's not even the same thing. And I'm gonna also say this, and this is true. This is true. You let me know if I'm tripping, Slime. There's a difference between making fun of somebody's mother and speaking about somebody's mom who's no longer here with us, or mocking somebody's mom who's no longer here with us. It's two different types of disrespect, bro.
Very different.
Very fucking different. So it's like, and they know that too, but they just refuse to acknowledge it because it will go against the fighter that they like the dick ride. You feel me? So
no other for that besides dick ride.
Huh?
There was no other words for that besides dick ride.
Hey man, well I got it right then. You feel me? So I put the video out earlier. Last night, man. If y'all want to go check that video, go check it out. I spoke a lot more clearly on that video, just speaking on that whole subject. But yeah, out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? But Javante Davis is just somebody who just can't seem to get right. You know what I mean? Very much in his emotions, very chaotic, you know what I'm saying? Out of pocket, disrespectful. You know, he done turned on basically everybody that done been around him. This man done disrespected everybody. You know, motherfuckers wouldn't even know who the fuck you was if it wasn't for Floyd. You know what I mean? You disrespect Floyd. You know what I mean? Apparently you was fucking with his daughter or some shit like that. Very disrespectful. You know, you talk shit and threw shots at Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner gave you your first cosign. You know what I mean? In your eyes, you know, you felt the need to disrespect him because you feel like you the man right now. You see
Especially
you
after
see
you
how
were on the
real.
stream.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the thing. You know that Adrian Broner need help and all that bullshit, and you decide to shit on him when he's, you know, facing one of the deepest lows of his life. You know what I'm saying? And without Adrian Broner, you wouldn't be where you were because Adrian Broner is the one that put you on to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was the one who gave you his cosign, signed you, and made you the fighter that you are today in terms of star power. So for real, you owe Adrian Broner damn near all the success, all the millions that you have. You gotta thank Adrian Broner for that because if it wasn't for him, you probably either wouldn't have gotten where you are today, or you would have you know, had to struggle a whole lot more to get where you at today. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion on the situation. You know, Coach Calvin Ford took him in when he was a baby, taught him the sport of boxing, helped him find what he was destined to do in this life. You disrespecting Calvin Ford. Calvin Ford got you tattooed on his back, dog. That man love you like his only son. You know what I'm saying? You disrespect him. You don't want to give him any type of respect. I'm hearing that you was going to go train with Jose Benavidez Sr. You about to give Jose Benavidez Sr., you know, good money to train with him when you could be giving that to the day one that helped you find your success story in life, bro. You know what I mean? You disrespected Coach Kenny as well, who done been with you damn near since day one as well. Like this dude, Gervonta Davis, is an habitually emotional, backstabbing ass nigga, bro, who has a crazy ego that's just out of this world, out of control, bro. Very egotistical, bro. Just and very you know, it don't really get much more simple than this. This is very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And for people like that, bro, he you know, he likes to say these disrespectful things and then go ahead on Twitter and delete tweets and you know, not standing on business whatsoever. You know what I mean? But one thing about Gervonta that he doesn't really feel like that he doesn't know is that, bro, you're gonna have to back all that shit up that you talking, bro. You gonna have to back that shit up, bro. All that bullshit you was talking, disrespecting people's moms and you know, disrespecting people's kids, bro. You're gonna have to stand on business in those situations when it comes time, bro. I seen Bill Haney Jr. say some shit, you know, basically threatening Gervonta Davis. So it just sounds like it's very much personal. And if this shit escalate to the streets, bro, this shit could really do some damage, not only to the sport of boxing, but to the fighters. You feel me? So I hate that this happened this way. Really don't, you know, I really don't fuck with Gervonta Davis, but after this, I think even less of him now, which I thought was damn near impossible to do. You know what I mean? For the most part, I really wasn't fucking with Tank because, you know, his inability to fight or him refusing to fight top tier opposition. But now it's just like, bro, you really like a fucking scumbag, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like you really a low life, and I really can't respect how the way you moving out here in these streets because I know the tables was turned. And you know, Devin Haney was popping his shit, you know, laughing at, you know, your situation with your mother passing away. You be ready to crash the fuck out. But
Real quick,
what it is, what it is.
I want to read Teacher's comment. This nigga said, "I like the animosity if I can get to see the fight."
Bro, you can see the fight without somebody getting somebody's dead mother getting disrespected or mocked. You feel me?
Teach, I'm starting to not like you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a band with
And
you.
this is another thing, yo, Teach. This like you saying you like the animosity if you could see the fight, bro. Did or did not, true or false? Gervonta Davis has had multiple opportunities to fight Devin Haney.
Very true.
So it's like, what the fuck is animosity gonna change? Offers done been sent. You know, there's been, you know, a lot of times where the Haneys have reached out to try to make the fight happen. Bro, them motherfuckers don't want to fight. oh, they not really 135 pounders. You know, they really 130 pounders was about to fight Jake Paul at 190. Then they going around telling they telling Devin Haney that they want a rehydration clause and fight at catch weights and shit like that. Like that don't sound like somebody who want to fight. That sound like somebody who just want to disrespect people online and not want to take any chances in the ring. That's what it sound like to me.
That sounds like a bitch to me.
Yeah, and we've been
From his
critical
mom.
of Gervonta Davis since then.
Tank gets that shit from his mom.
And Bellaface said this may go way further than a fight in the ring. You might be right. And I hate the fact that you're right about that because I don't never want to see nothing escalate outside of the ring. You know what I mean? I do like a little bit of trash talk, yeah, but to an extent, bro. When people's mothers gonna get brought up and emotions is really flared, bro, that shit could really lead to people losing their life, man. Really, really getting hurt out here and really fucking up people's lives, livelihood, all that shit. So it's like, don't nobody want to see that shit, but bro, I call a spade, bro. Tank is dead wrong for that. You know what I mean? Devin was tripping a little bit too, but you know what I mean? It was a response at the end of the day. And what I've learned is you can't really blame people for how they react, bro. He got violated first, to be honest with you. But I see a bunch of people in the comments, on that video I just posted, jumping to Gervonta Davis's, jumping to his fucking, how do you say it? Jumping to his aid, jumping to his rescue.
Man.
Even on Twitter, I'm checking my Twitter notifications and people coming at me like, oh man, I mean, y'all gotta be, y'all boxing media niggas gotta be slow. Damn, I'm boxing media. Like I know I'm, technically boxing media, but that's the box that you gonna put me in, as if I don't, like I'm not a lifer, like I don't do this shit. Oh my god, I was like, all right, bro, I can't talk to y'all niggas. You don't know me.
When I hear the word boxing media, I think of casual boxing media. I don't think of niggas who really know the shit. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is hilarious to me. I said, me boxing media. I'm like, okay.
Man, I'm gonna say this. I really feel for Devin Haney. You know why, but I really feel for Devin Haney. Any nigga that dick rides Tank on this and is on his side on this can suck my fucking dick on dead dogs. Like niggas will slap shit out niggas, bro. Like, bro, oh my god.
So Mazuma just said Tank is gonna have to stand on some shit. That's where my statement is going. Slime, what the fuck you talking about not liking me? I ain't asked you to like me. Well, let's keep it cool, Teach. Let's keep that shit cool on that last statement. But what I mean by, and I don't think you really understood where I was coming from when I said that. When I'm saying that Tank is gonna have to stand on the shit that he's saying, I'm not talking about having to stand on it in a boxing ring. Not what I'm talking about. When you're making personal, disrespectful comments like that towards people who are no longer here, people's mothers, that's past boxing. That's completely past boxing. And to be honest with you, bro, Devin may be put in a space mentally where it's like, all right, I don't even want to box this nigga anymore. I want to take it here. I don't know if that's true, but that's maybe where his mind is at right now. So that's what I mean by he's gonna have to stand on the shit that he's saying outside of the ring, and that could escalate to hands, guns, knives, weapons, free for all. It could be a whole bunch of shit that could happen as a result of that. And Tank has to be ready for all of those scenarios because where I'm from, because people was even trying to allude. Those niggas alluding to the idea that like I don't really come from a rough place. That like that, oh, I don't know where you from, but where I'm from, like nigga, you can't talk to when it comes to like settings and where niggas is from, bro. You can't have that conversation with me, bro. I done came from damn near the worst conditions that this country fucking has. Like I don't even know what you talking about, bro. Stop talking to like anybody that know where the fuck I'm from, bro. I'm from the most impoverished fucking neighborhood in my city. Like the poverty line, I forgot what the poverty line was, but well below the average in the city. Bro, I done seen all types of shit. thank God I had my parents, bro. You feel me? But like, I done seen it all. So when niggas be telling me, "Oh, I don't know where you from," but it's like, bro, I come from a place that's most likely a lot rougher than where the fuck you came from. But you know what I mean? Shit just hilarious, man. You know what I mean?
Man, like you said, bro, niggas niggas who say shit like that really gotta be ready for what comes after that. And it's really fuck the in the ring shit. Like whatever happens to Tank outside of whatever happens, bro, you said what you said. So you gotta really stand on that shit now. And
You
I'm
got
telling
to.
you, nigga, you see a lot of niggas outside your house, you ain't standing on fucking nothing because you're a fucking dweeb. You are short. You are a fucking twig, bro. Like you are small as shit.
And
Nigga,
Tank threatened me. I sent them the address and all.
man, niggas will
He was
knock
like,
10
"Oh, well,
down and
I
piss on
really
them.
pull
Real
up.
rap.
I really had people pull up to your crib, nigga. I wish you would, nigga. I wish you would, bro. Give me a reason to to fire some hot shit at y'all niggas. Yo, you crazy as shit, nigga. My son lay his head here. You think I'm gonna just let you pull up on me, nigga? The fuck, nigga, for the safety of my fucking family, nigga. Ah,
You don't gotta say too much. All that
yeah,
nigga here is
tripping. The fuck, and I ain't no street nigga, but
real rap, bro. You gotta
fuck
do
out here with all that.
gotta defend your home, defend your peoples, bro. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You're a father at the end of the day.
My boy Jay said, remember when Bill talked about Norman Jr. did mom? I don't know why grown ass men going at each other's moms in general. Yeah, but you know what's crazy though, Justin, and I could tell you just came in here because we spoke on this already. I'm trying to figure out how that correlates to Devin Haney's situation. There's people that's bringing up that point and using that as some sort of justification for why Tank could do that to Devin Haney's mother. Bro, Dev is not responsible for what Bill says. And when he was making those comments, that was a direct shot at Devin. It wasn't a direct shot at Bill. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. Those two don't correlate. Those are two totally separate situations. You know what I mean? That first situation with Norman and Bill had nothing to do with Tank or Dev. So, you know what I mean? You can't use that angle to justify Tank saying some shit like that. Bro, it's wrong, bro. It's wrong. You feel me? So that's just how I feel.
Not only that, like Devin ain't posted in like a couple days. You know what I'm saying? So why even say something about somebody who ain't active or nothing? Like, nigga, you are super corny, bro. Your fan base is corny. Your lifestyle's corny. Your parents was corny when you was growing up, nigga. You are a fucking poor excuse of a man, bro. I don't
No,
know how you say
Justin,
that, nigga.
don't. I didn't say that you was defending him, bro. I said that I'm saying that people are using that point that you just brought up right here that I got highlighted on the live. I've seen people using that point to justify what Tank did to Dev. Yeah, I ain't say that you defended him or none of that. I know where you coming from with this situation. We already spoke about it previously, bro. So don't take it as me, coming at you or nothing like that. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm telling you is that same point that you just made, they're using that as a way to be like, oh, well, Bill did it to Brian, so why Tank can't do it to Dev? And it's like, bro, one don't got anything to do with the other.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. And Slime, you ain't smacking nothing. And if you think you can play with me like that, your family will be frying fish for you. Nigga.
Bro, go fuck your mother, you bitch ass nigga. Suck my dick, nigga. We're real rap, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Play with something safe. That's all
Why
I'm.
why is he talking as if he taking some shit? Do we even know who this nigga is?
Absolutely not. This nigga's a dick eater. Get him out of here. Somebody pack him the fuck up. I don't got time to argue with pussies, bro.
Nigga, ain't nobody worried about what you saying in the comments, nigga. Your name is Spaghetti.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
probably real talk. That's probably real talk, nigga. Yo, real talk, go fuck
Don't
your mother.
nobody believe none of that shit you talking about, nigga. Fuck is you
That's
talking about?
probably real rap, real talk or something.
He said, why I give Tank my address for it so he could pull up like he said he was going to?
Yo,
Man,
it's crazy.
if you think that you're gonna do this, man, I'll do that. Nigga, we don't believe you. Shut the fuck up.
It's crazy how we said
This nigga whole name spaghetti. Nigga got hella noodles in his mouth. Ain't nobody worried about this nigga, bro.
bro, niggas said Tank one time, all his fans jumped out of their body.
Yeah,
Man,
that's what they do, bro. Them niggas hear Tank name and throw a motherfucking skirt on.
yeah, they throw that shit in a circle, bro. They wildin'. They need to chill.
Ain't
But nah,
nobody worried about no nigga named spaghetti, cuz.
on some real shit though, like Tank's just low, bro. Like he's a poor excuse for a man, like I said, bro. Like I don't know how he sleeps at night, bro.
He probably don't.
Yeah, he probably dumb, bro. He probably getting fucking barebacked in his room, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
All right. My boy Justin said, why you letting your job go, Mark? I'm at a point where I'm ready to step shit up, bro. Like I want to invest more into things that, make me happy. You know what I mean? Things that I'm passionate about. I do feel like that job that I had was okay money. Didn't have the best hours, but it was actually great money. It was actually great money. But uh it just, it wasn't enough hours for me personally. And I feel like even with the small amount of hours that I was there during the week, um, it really killed my creativity, to be honest with you. And I think it took, a lot of time out of my hands that I could have been creating and making this channel bigger. And, to be honest with you, bro, there's a lot more money out here just doing different shit. And I've been in that field for 3 years already, consistently. You know what I mean? Like 3 years just being a part of this, and how to learn the ins and outs of it and all of that shit. And it was cool. I met some great people along the way, like people that I'll be friends with for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So it was worth the journey. But it's time to just do other things, bro. Other things that I'm passionate about and still, make the money that I make at my job. I could go make that doing other things that I actually find to be interesting and shit like that. So, to answer your question, um, yeah, I just want to invest more into things that could benefit me in the long term.
Justin, long
Reggie
story.
King, Reggie
That's
King, Reggie King. I'm gonna just say this, brother. If you think I gave him my exact address, I mean that's not the case. I was gonna send that nigga to where I wanted him to be at. I'm gonna just say that the address I sent him is where I wanted him to be at. Niggas don't know where I really live. You feel me? Let me see. Shout out to the boy Dominique in the building. He said, "Can we get an early breakdown of Boots versus Kelly? What you think about that fight?" Well, me and Wyatt some already spoke about this earlier in the live, but to just reiterate some things, I think that Josh Kelly, can be a bit of a difficult style for Jaron Ennis, but I do think that Jaron Ennis still gets the gets the stoppage. I can see Josh Kelly, being a very mobile. You know what I mean? Setting traps by disengage, and then when Boots tries to commit, he tries to come off with counters. He got some decent punching power. He got good boxing ability. He got good reflexes. He got decent hand speed as well. And I seen him shoot some shots to the body with Bakram, so he got some good punch placement as well. So those are some things to respect about Josh Kelly, to be honest with you. However, I do think that Boots' jab is gonna disrupt Josh Kelly's rhythm a whole lot. I do think that Boots' counterpunching ability is going to be on display as well, especially when Josh Kelly tries to establish himself offensively. I do think that Boots, reflexes. I think his elusiveness and his counters behind, after the elusiveness that he displays is going to catch Josh Kelly off guard. I think that once Josh Kelly starts to fatigue, which could possibly be early, could be possibly within the first 4 rounds. I can see Boots really, putting his combinations together, overwhelming Josh Kelly and getting a spectacular knockout. At first, I was saying like between 5 to 6 rounds, but after really thinking about it and with Jamil's insight, this could probably be a 7th, 8th round type of stop, just because I know Josh Kelly's going to be a bit more mobile. You know what I mean? He's not going to sit in the pocket like Xander Zayas did and shit like that. He's going to be moving. You know what I mean? He's gonna try to frustrate Jaron Ennis, make Jaron Ennis overcommit on shots so he get little counters off, and shit like that. So I could see that happening, but I think a seventh, eighth round stoppage would be appropriate for Josh Kelly, just because I know that he's not going to be an easy target to find early in the fight. But once Boots starts placing them shots, you know what I'm saying, and Josh Kelly starts to slow down a little bit, I think that's when Boots is going to turn it up and hit him with some sharp shit and get him up out of there. I do see the referee getting involved and stopping the fight.
Boots in 3. Let's go, champ.
Woo-wee. Bro, if he stopped Josh Kelly in 3 rounds, bro, he definitely gonna be my number 1 pick for fighter of the year. Yeah, bro. Like if you collecting 3 belts in 1 fucking year, and you beat 2 champions, you beat a unified champion and the IBF champion, who may have very well beat the boogeyman of the division. If you stop both of them guys in 1 year, yeah, bro. Yep.
I'm gonna say
Fight of
this:
the year in my eyes.
Kelly is going to get fucked up bad. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Let me
They
say
said it's gonna be on the East Coast, Slime. So we got to pay attention to where it's at.
Hey, it's on the East Coast. I mean, if it's as long as it's not Florida, if it's in
Yeah,
Philly, if it's in Philly, New Jersey, New York, fuck it. Where else? Where else could that be possible venue?
New
I
York,
mean,
Jersey, DC.
DC.
Man.
Mm,
DC is only like 2 hours from Philly, so I wouldn't mind doing that.
damn, it'll be on a Saturday, so I'd have to take time off work.
I mean, that ain't till November, December, bro,
Yeah, I
according
could
to
get
the
that
report.
done.
So,
Yeah, I could get it done.
my boy Trick said, "Do you guys like Barbosa versus Duarte? And do you think this move from Duarte? And do I like this move from Duarte by going up to 147?" I'm gonna answer the first question. Do I like Barbosa versus Duarte? Yes, I do. I think that's a pretty good fight. You know what I mean, a classic little Golden Boy matchup. Um, both of these guys were former 140-pound fighters, and both of these guys been doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? I think they both beat Kenneth Sims, right? Did Duarte beat Kenneth Sims? I think he did. Let's see. I remember watching that fight. I know I ain't tripping. Yeah, Kenneth Sims was on the ropes just a little bit too long. And yeah, they both beat Kenneth Sims. So, you know what I mean? They facing each other now. I like the fight. I personally think that Barbosa is the more skilled fighter. I think he's the more intelligent fighter overall. I got him beating Oscar Duarte. I think he's gonna outbox Duarte. You feel what I'm saying? And do I like this move from Duarte by going up to 147? I mean, look, Duarte got fucked over basically at 140 pounds, trying to get that world title shot. Hitchens did what he did, um, and, didn't fight Duarte. So, Duarte kind of feels betrayed, I guess. He felt like he did dirty. And then, come to find out, his stablemate, Landolfo Delgado, is, first in line for the IBF. Most likely he doesn't want to fight a stablemate. So he may be in a situation that he may deem to be compromising, because it's like, all right, I don't want to fight my stablemate. You know what I mean? I try to fight Hitchens. Hitchens pulled out the day of the fight. So, you know what I mean? Or the day before the fight. So it's like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, let me go to 147 to see what opportunities are up there. Oscar Duarte is a very muscular dude. You know what I mean? Not the tallest, not the biggest, but I think he has the strength. I think he has the power to translate the 147 in a decent manner. It's just, I think 147 got too much smoke for Duarte.
Yeah, he could be a good gatekeeper at 47.
Yeah, they probably build him up a little bit and cash him out. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I mean, he already lost to Ryan Garcia and things of that nature. So, I highly doubt Golden Boy will do like a rematch between them, even though it was an exciting fight. Um, but him versus Arnold Barbosa, I think he loses to Barbosa. You feel me?
I'm thinking Kenneth Sims lost to Barbosa and Duarte.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pack it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pack it up.
Sims had solid efforts against both guys. I think he stood on the ropes too long with Duarte. He allowed Duarte to be the aggressor, come forward and let his hands go. Well, Arnold Barbosa, he just wasn't on his level from an IQ standpoint. Like he just wasn't intelligent enough, in my opinion. He didn't have the abilities to make the adjustments like Barbosa. And I ain't gonna lie, Barbosa fought a hell of a fucking fight against Kenneth Sims. So I mean, Barbosa to me, he's like that level that's like right under the championship level. Like
If I,
I think that he'll cook a lot of dudes. You know what I'm saying? He has cooked some pretty solid names, but like when it comes to that elite status, I don't think he has the attributes necessary to beat them guys like a Tio, like a Shakur, like a Dev. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I would like to
yeah,
see.
but
I'd like to see Barbosa versus Jermaine.
that's a
Jermaine
good
needs to move
fight,
up.
especially if Jermaine goes to 147, it's lit. That'd be some good fights for Jermaine up there. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine versus Barbosa is a good fight.
And if you lose to Arnold Barbosa, nigga, I swear to God,
Barbosa could fight though,
retire.
man. He could fight. Barbosa could rumble, bro.
I don't think much
He's
of Arnold
nice.
Barbosa because if
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think he's like I said. I don't think he's like a championship caliber fighter. Like I said, I think he's the tier just below that. But he's intelligent, man. You know what I mean? He do some things in there that's pretty impressive. I mean, he could box. He got solid IQ. Like I said, I don't think he has the other intangibles because like these elite guys always got something. You know what I mean? Like Tio, decent speed. You know, Tio got good hand speed. He got good athleticism. Counters. He got good timing. You know what I mean? Those type of things. That overwhelmed Barbosa in their fight. You know what I mean? The other guys like fucking who's an elite guy for like Devin Haney. Devin Haney's foot speed is crazy. His hand speed is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Good ring generalship. You know what I mean? Like they have, Devin Haney's rangy as well. He's a bigger guy. This is gonna be it's gonna be tough for Barbosa to beat those type of guys, but I think the other guys below, that's on his level, I think he could beat them, bro. I think he'd give Rolly a tough fight. I think that. I think if they were to fight, he'd give Rolly a tough fight. This new version of Rolly that, he's just trying to box and play chess, I think Barbosa will give him a tough fight.
I mean, it's Rolly.
Man, but Rolly a multi-division champion though. So if you add that to your
All right,
resume, that's a
Mark.
good
Come
job.
on, Mark. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark.
I'm saying from a resume standpoint, if you got a multi-division champion on your resume, that's not impressive.
How many defenses does he have?
Rolly
Yeah.
total,
Yeah. Defenses.
I know at 140, I think he only had like one. I think
Oh,
he got the WBA off the Barroso fight.
he
Then
fought.
he fought
Yep.
that
And he fought.
Jaime's dude. He fought that Jaime's dude. Didn't really look impressive in that one. Then he fought Isak and got stopped.
Oh, I thought he fought Isak right after fucking right
No, I
after
think he took like a
this
fight in
nigga.
between. I think he fought that boy Jaime's, the one that got packed. Hold on, let me look real quick. I don't want to say his name wrong. Yeah, after the oh no, I'm lying. I got my shit all mixed up. You right. So he didn't even get a title defense. You're absolutely right.
See, there we go.
I had my timelines mixed up. I thought after Barroso he fought Jaime's, then he jumped into the Isak fight. But nah, he didn't. Damn, that's crazy. He fought Barroso, got stopped immediately after the fact.
See, I knew
Then
I
he
would.
fought Manuel Jaime's, the one that I think who packed him? Was it Abdullah Mason? Yeah, Abdullah Mason packed him. Um, and then he went and he fought Ryan Garcia, then he lost to Tio.
Ryan Garcia is his best win. Is it a hell of a win? Yeah, I guess so.
What for Rolly?
Yeah, absolutely. Great win for Rolly. Absolutely. Best win of all time
Yeah.
for Rolly.
For Rolly, that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Greatest win of all time in boxing for Rolly.
Rolly delusional and wants us to call him a Hall of Famer. Well, he said that if he beat if he beat Tio, he would be a Hall of Famer. You didn't beat him, so I guess you're not a Hall of Famer.
I'm gonna
But
say
for
this.
Rolly, that is a good win. I mean, that's one of Tank's biggest wins too. So I don't even know what y'all talking about. I mean, that's one of Tank's best wins right there. That might be a top 3 win for Tank. What, Pedraza, Leo, and then Ryan?
The courtroom. My fault. My bad.
The courtroom. Yeah, he has 0 successful title defenses. That's right. It's actually
He's
a
a
great
beast.
fucking point.
He's a beast.
We trying to say Rolly trash, Mark. Duh. The fuck I'm here. I hear what Slime's saying. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when you
I
contextualize
wouldn't.
it like that, yeah, but Rolly is still a multi-division champion, whether we
I
like it or
wouldn't.
not.
I wouldn't say he's trash. I wouldn't say he's trash because you're not gonna be a world champion being trash. You know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that his skill compared to his peers ain't shit. And then the way he's boxing, especially now, ain't shit. Like nigga, let your hands go.
Mm.
Like
Trick said, "Yo, hear me out. Duarte versus Rolly. Ooh wee, that's a good fight.
for
If
Rolly,
if Rolly let his hands go,
yeah, that's a good fight for Rolly, bro. I know Rolly gonna pack the
if Rolly let his
fuck
hands
like
go,
that.
he probably knock Duarte out.
Cold, cold.
Yeah.
He been up.
Duarte was getting his shit. He got hurt real bad his last fight when he fought the boy Fierro.
Bro,
Fierro rocked his shit, and
robbed.
he got a split. He got a split against Fierro too.
They robbed Fierro.
Yeah, Fierro be getting done
Heated.
dirty.
I was heated.
Justin said he cold pizza. That's crazy.
One thing I know about Fierro, he
Speaking
kind of
about speaking about guys at 147. Speaking of Teofimo, what you think is next for him? What you think he should do?
my guess is he's gonna mm, either he might try to aim for the winner of Ryan Ben, or he could try to go for Liam Paro.
Mm. Bro, if Liam Paro ends up fighting Tio,
I'm
bro,
listen. I'm gonna say
he
this.
need to be criticized, bro. He needs to be.
I'm gonna say this.
No way that you
He's
did Devin like that, bro.
Let me tell you this. Teofimo is going to do everything in his power to not fight Devin Haney. He'd rather fight
Bro, he's
Shakur a million
already
times.
setting up the fucking groundwork for that. He turned down 8 M's, first of all, which is fucking crazy. Like that's worse than Keyshawn. This nigga turned down 8 M's. Like niggas don't even talk about that no more.
Yo,
Niggas now everybody like, oh, the Tio 3 division champion. It's like, all right, bro. But
my
with T, wait, what you was gonna say?
my fault, mind you, right? This nigga didn't even say Devin's name at all. He said Ryan's name. I'm pretty sure he said Paro's name. He
No,
didn't
he
say
brought
Devin.
up Dev's name though, but you know what he said though?
What?
He gonna fight him last. I'll tell you everything you need to know. He already setting up the groundwork, bro. Bro, at 35, he didn't want to fight Dev. He was over here calling himself undisputed so everybody could diminish Dev being the champion. He did, bro. He tried to freeze Devin out. There was an interview where he was like, "Oh well, you know what I mean? Like, I know, I'm gonna get the fight. You know what I mean? Like, I remember that shit, bro. Like, he was trying to freeze Devin out. Like, he didn't want Devin, bro. If it wasn't for Cambosis, Dev would not be undisputed, bro. I'm telling you.
That's
If
true.
he would have beat Cambosis, bro, Dev would have just had his title, and he would have never had that undisputed accomplishment.
Yo, shout out George Cambosis. He should go in the Hall of Fame for being TO.
Well, I'll tell you what, this motherfucker, because they saying that Paro might fight Cambosis. Paro negotiating with everybody right now. He trying to see what's his next best option. I get it. But if he fight Cambosis, bro, Cambosis a bad motherfucker when it comes to the business of boxing. This punk ass nigga got that Teofimo Lopez fight, got that motherfucking Devin Haney fight twice. Then he go to 140, he fight Richardson Hitchens. Then he go to 147 and he fight Liam Paro. Bro, you competed for world titles in 3 different divisions. Crazy, bro.
That
Shout out to
nigga,
boy Mick Doonan. What up, bro?
he got niggas over there by the nuts, man. He's
He
like,
really
man,
do.
y'all do what I say. Fuck y'all. Get me title fight now.
No, they love putting him in world title fights, bro.
Yo, imagine, he beats Liam Paro, and we get
Everybody
Devin
gonna be
versus.
jumping out they seat to fight him, bro. Hitch is gonna be like, I'll give you a rematch. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. They gonna be bitching.
Yo, imagine Tio gets a rematch and loses again. Oh my god, just pack it up, Tio. Pack it up. Just
That shit would just prove that some fighters just got your card, bro. There's no way. I think T.O. beat just like how I feel like Rolly beat himself against T.O. I think T.O. beat himself against Cambosis. Terrible game plan.
absolutely. He got dropped in the first round. Wow.
They said he's in the background. What you mean? T.O. needs to fight Devin. Bro, T.O. never wanted to fight Devin. I'm trying to tell you, bro. He never wanted that smoke. Bro, he said that he went last time. He said he seen Devin the day that Xander and Boots fought. He said he ran into him at the Barclays. And he said that he told him behind the scenes, he told him behind the curtain or whatever the case was that he wants to fight Devin Haney last. You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Like he want to unify, and then he want to see Devin Haney at the end for undisputed. Why?
no.
Why?
He means last by at the end of Tio's career. I want to fight you. Let's fight.
That's funny as shit. But bro, that's what he's saying. Like that's exactly what he's saying. He don't want to fight Devin no time soon. And bro, it could take forever for 147 to have to be undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a belt each, bro. It could take forever to get a undisputed showdown.
And a lot of niggas is scared of the boogeyman. That's who? Debo. That nigga Debo, man. Man, I'm gonna say this, bro. Niggas need to get.
I think Tio's best option. I think Tio gonna end up getting the winner of Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben.
Mm,
But Tio has to hope and pray that Ryan Garcia wins because if Conor Ben wins, he's gonna move up in weight after the fight.
absolutely.
And if that title becomes vacant, Tio not gonna be in line for that belt. So he just need to go ahead and put all his prayers in, pretty much begging for Ryan Garcia to win because that'd probably be the only way that he get that opportunity at that WBC. You know what I'm saying? Conor Ben, he already looking drained as fuck. The fight gonna go down in like a little less than 3 weeks. Still look drained as fuck. Overtraining like a motherfucker trying to make the weight. I'm trying to tell you, Ryan gonna hit him upside his head. He gonna do a little chicken dance. Ryan gonna put him out. I'm telling you.
And he's gonna move up to what weight? 160 or 154? Because I know he ain't going to 54. I know he
I
ain't going.
think he gonna go right back up to 60. I think that's where he felt his best at.
Bro, he is food for Xander. Bad. I think Xander
Ryan,
beats the dog shit out of fucking Conor Ben.
you said what?
I think Xander would beat the dog shit out of Conor Ben.
Oh hell yeah, he'll box the shit out of Conor Ben, bro. And he'll have Conor Ben looking so fucking stupid.
Bro, Jesus Ramos, right? Jesus Ramos at 60, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jesus Ramos would beat the dog shit out of Conor Ben.
I just seen Jesus Ramos calling out Virgil. I just seen that interview. That nigga said he'll fight Virgil and he'll fight Adames. Like he don't give a fuck who it is. Like come see me.
Mm.
And Virgil gotta pull that nigga card, bro. He gotta pull his card. You over here talking about fighting Jermel. What the fuck Jermel gonna do to get you to fight for a world title? Nothing. He ain't no world champion right now. But if you go ahead and you whoop on Jesus Ramos and take his WBC interim, you could petition the WBC to make you the mandatory for Carlos Adames. Now you got a world title shot.
Bro,
Yeah,
he's trying to this nigga's like trying to like by the end of his career, he ain't gonna be a champion. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to at least.
There's no way,
He,
bro.
listen, I'm a
Listen,
listen.
bro, there's no way. If this nigga Virgil retires without being a world champion, bro, that would be like the craziest underachiever story in boxing history, bro.
Listen, let me cook. This nigga, at least he'll be like, man, at least I retired some fighters. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up, Virgil. Yeah, like, man, Virgil, go clean my pool, man. Shut the fuck up.
Stick crazy. Jesus fighting on the 19th. Okay. That's probably why he doing media right now.
Mm-hmm.
He did say that he'll fight Virgil. He did say that. So Virgil was scammed. That's how everybody's feeling at this point. I ain't mad at that.
Virgil really dead ass wanted moving up to 160. That's fucking hilarious.
Yep, he about to move into his fourth weight class with no belts.
With
That
no,
nigga's a four division non-world champion.
what's his biggest name?
Boachuk, Israel Madrimov. That's about it. What Lubin?
Wow.
I guess you'll say Madrimov because at least he was a world champion. So
Man, Madrimov is so ass. I don't think shit of Madrimov. Madrimov is fucking ass.
he was all right, but he fell off, bro. He definitely fell off. He ain't really look good his last fight neither.
Man, I will always say this. Crawford went to war with a nigga who was 10-0.
Oh man, that's
And this
funny.
was and the worst part was this was after the Spence. But you know what I was really expecting? I was expecting this nigga Madrimov to go out cold. I was like, when they went to the 12th round, I was like, yo, if they say draw, I'm not mad at that.
Nah, it wasn't close like this.
That's how I felt, bro. Maybe I
Like,
gotta rewatch it, bro. Maybe I just gotta rewatch
yeah,
it,
like
bro.
Majimo gave Bud a lot of fits because of that, like that herky jerky style, that in and out
Man,
movement, the unpredictability. You know what I mean? You couldn't get it. Bud had a tough time getting like his timing because you could tell Bud was sitting back trying to counter him.
man,
But
there was
Majimo,
moments where there was moments where this nigga Madrimov was really giving this nigga gas. I was like, yo, get the fuck out of here,
yeah,
dog. This nigga's so
he
poop.
was hitting Bud with a lot of straight left hands. He was.
Bro, like that nigga
But
is
the but
so
the
poop.
reason why he was hitting Buzz so clean, bro, was because this motherfucker Majimov was moving like that for 12 straight rounds, just bouncing on his toes, throwing feints. Like you cannot tell when he was going to fire until that shit was too late.
Bro, I gotta rewatch that fight because my recollection of that fight, bro. Yo, Bud went to fucking war. I
Bud
was
had to
like,
turn
what the fuck is
Bud had to turn
this?
that shit up in the later rounds for sure. He
Yeah,
had
I'm
to.
like, yo, what kind of bullshit is this? Nigga went all 12 rounds.
Mm.
Fucking loser. Bro,
But
I
all right,
will always
Salam,
criticize him for that.
we're gonna close out, brother. You got any last words for the people?
Absolutely, man. Yo, Tank, you like I said, your mother should have swallowed you. You bitch ass nigga. Fuck you. That's it.
All right, all right. Shout out to the boy Slime. Thank you for coming through and showing love, bro. Shout out to the boy YSM Sports Media as well for coming through showing love. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob, man. I'm gonna be back at y'all with another live tomorrow to discuss what's currently going on in the boxing world. Until then, I hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.